I said, man,
Amen.
I said, I hope he understands those lives are precious.
Amen.
That those lives are precious of our military, young men, young ladies, amen, career.
Amen.
But he's got some good folks in there. He's got a couple of good military people in there. But I'm telling you, you got to learn to be patient.
Amen.
Because you have no idea what's going to happen.
Right.
Right. Amen.
I mean, no idea. I heard Congress and the Senate want to cancel out a plan that they had put in place 10 years ago. They said, I don't know how much money is going to seniors on where they don't have to pay for the drugs. And so they get free drugs, you know, when they get prescriptions and so forth. And now, not Trump, the Senate and the Congress want to cancel it out. And so that the elderly would have to go back to paying like they used to. I don't know if it's going to pass or not. I'm telling you, there's going to be some changes.
Amen.
Some you're going to like, and some you are not going to like. All right? I'm telling you, that's just the way it is with every president. All right? It doesn't matter whether it's Democrat or Republican. There's good things and there's bad things. And in this world, you're going to have to learn to have patience.
Amen.
Patience with your family, patience with your children, patience with your mate, patience at work, patience. I'm telling you, it is the most frustrating thing. Now my son works on cars. I asked him about my brakes. He said, oh, I don't fix those. I said, okay, well, good. Now I could not go out there and work on that stuff. I mean, I would just get plain frustrated. I mean, even if he showed me how to do it, all right? I mean, take this piece off and that piece. And I'm going, I can't handle that. I mean, I've seen him out there banging and banging, banging, you know, and he'd come back and, you know, he'd have this frustrated look and I'm going, how does he do that? I mean, you know, I can't do that. You know what you got to learn? You got to learn patience.
Amen.
Patience.
Amen.
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 Patience.
Amen.
You know what the problem with most of us are? We're in a drive-through society. We want our food hot. I mean, by the time we've ordered, I'd like a number one and extra pickles and no mustard, and then you drive 1 minute. I mean, 1 minute. And you expect your food to be ready by the time it gets to the drive-through window to pay. You're expecting your food now. You know why? We ain't got no patience. Where's my food? I mean, I ordered it a minute ago. It should be cooked by now, don't you think? We want our food fast. We want our banking fast. We got drive-thrus for banking. We got drive-thrus for pretty much everything now. I mean, we got all kinds of, but you got to learn to be patient during the hard time. You got to learn to be patient when you pray.
Amen.
All right, you're going through some trials and tribulations and things like that because rich men are taking stuff that they shouldn't take away. You know, you don't really own your home.
Right.
If they think that there's a major improvement and they can do something better, they just take it away.
Amen.
Right.
I mean, they just take it away. You know, you live, let's say you bought 100 acres or you own 20 acres and you live right by the lake and all of a sudden they want to put a casino there. Guess what? You're gone. We're buying you out. But I've owned this house for 100 years. Doesn't matter. We're building a brand new, all kinds of condos and all kinds of hotels. You know what? They just take it away. Rich men. I'm talking about rich men.
Amen.
I'm telling you, you got to learn to have patience. Patience.
Amen.
Establish your hearts. In other words, you're wobbling around. Listen, lean on something. You know what people say about Christians? Well, you just got a crutch. That's why you go to church. Yeah, I love my crutch. Amen. I tell you, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine with me. Amen. I crutch me up. Amen. But that's what establishes me. Reading my Bible, praying,
Amen.
coming to church. Amen.
Amen.
You got to learn to establish yourself.
Amen.
Amen.
Establish your hearts. Get your heart right. You know, on the things of God. For the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. It's coming. Oh man, it's coming. It's coming.
Amen.
You know what happens when you get oppressed? The next verse. You start getting grudges. Now he's talking to the church. He said, now listen, y'all can't even get along in here. I mean, this is supposed to be the best of the best of the best, and this ain't the best. Because you people have grudges. That's a feeling of ill towards somebody. A grudge not one against another, brethren. What's a grudge? You still got it in your heart.
Yeah, amen.
You don't like what this person done. I can tell you what they did. You say, well, you don't understand what they did to me. Did they do you wrong?
Amen.
Did it hurt you financially? Did it hurt you emotionally? Did it hurt you spiritually? Amen.
Amen.
Grudge not.
Amen.
Amen.
Grudge not against your brother. I tell you, it's easy to preach it. It's another one to live it. Amen. You're going to have to learn to start taking things to the Lord. Amen. Now, does it happen automatically? Oh, no. Oh, you're going to need a lot of grace. You're going to need a lot of grace. Amen. God's going to have to pour that grace on you, that mercy on you. You're going to have to, well, you know, you don't understand what they did to me. I mean, I'm sitting right beside this guy, and the guy still owes me $30. Amen. He done forgot about it. He done forgot about the $30. I heard a preacher say one time, he said, some people would rather keep, when you loan money to the brother, he said they'd rather keep your money than be friends with you anymore. They'd rather quit church than to have up to give up their money. They'd rather just quit. Amen. I mean, they borrow $30, $50, whatever, and I'm telling you, the next thing you know, they ain't coming back to church. Why? Well, they don't want that. They don't want to give up that 50.
Right.
They just don't want to give it up. They'd rather quit. That's just crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. You said, does it happen to everything? Hey, I remember this one preacher, and he was telling me, he said, I don't like that other preacher. And I said, why? He said, well, we helped him and helped him and helped him, and we helped these people out. And he said, then they decided they were going to get out, move back where they had come from and originally. He said, and so they sold everything. He said, we put, I don't know how much thousands of dollars in there, and then they just decided to sell everything, and the preacher kept all the money to himself. He said God had told him to keep it for himself. And he still had that. And I mean, the man was a very good preacher, and when that man would come to his church, he wouldn't let him preach. He wouldn't let him preach. I mean, they'd have a big meeting, and I said, man, he should preach now. You know, it was a morning service. I said, you ought to preach that preacher over there. And he wouldn't do it. You say, why? Still had a grudge. Had a grudge. I'm telling you, it happened to anybody.
Amen. Amen.
It can happen to anybody.
Amen.
Amen.
That's why we go book by book, line upon line. Amen.
Amen.
So that when you read this, you realize this New Testament is for us. Amen?
Amen.
Grudge not. Lest ye be condemned, and the judge standeth before the door. I mean, you don't want anybody condemning you, saying, he's still holding a grudge. He's still holding a grudge.
Amen.
No, I don't want a grudge. Amen? You say, is it that easy? No, I mean, that's what I want. And then the rest you got to take to the Lord. You got to take to the Lord. And then you got to leave it there with the Lord. Some people, they'll just dump everything out on the altar and say, listen, you know, look, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and these people are doing this, these people are doing that. And then, Lord, would you please help me? And the Lord says, yes, I'm going to help you. And then they get up from off the altar and say, well, you know, I still need all this stuff over here because I'm going to handle it myself. You can't do that. You got to give it to the Lord. You got to give it to the Lord, and the Lord, He can take care of it. But you got to have patience, because He's not going to take care of it tomorrow.
Right.
He may not take care of it. Now, I'm not saying he can't, because I've seen him do it. I've seen him answer prayer. I mean, you started praying that afternoon, a couple hours later, he done answered the prayer. But at the same time, I've seen him answer prayer, and it might take 10 years,
Right.
20 years.
Amen.
They might bury you before the Lord answers that prayer.
Mm.
You got to learn to be patient.
Amen.
Take, my brethren, the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Mm.
I mean, you start reading some of them Old Testaments, Jeremiah, I mean, that poor fellow, I mean, they threw him in prison, they put him in the pit. I mean, he's down in the pit, down there, and I mean, this guy was locked up. They wouldn't give him anything to eat. Everybody said, go away, don't preach around here. We don't want you preaching in the name of the Lord here. I mean, shut up. I'm telling you, these guys,
Amen.
they suffered affliction.
Amen.
Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Mm.
What are they? Happy.
Happy.
Happy. Amen.
And Paul was in prison, he says, I think myself happy. So there's your psychology. All right? There's psychology in the Bible.
Right.
I think myself happy. You gotta learn to be happy.
Amen.
Amen.
Which endure. You've heard of the patience of Job. That's not Job. That's Job. Amen. Some people don't want to read the book of Job because they think it's a job. Amen. So they don't want a job. But you've heard of the patience of Job. What happened to Job? Well, Job, you know, he was a righteous man, had a bunch of stuff that God blessed him. One day the devil showed up and said, and God started bragging, have you seen my servant Job? You know, look at him, man. I mean, he's just serving God. He's making sacrifices for his children, just in case they do something wrong. He's praying for them. He said, well, that's because